You're watching Buzz with Jess Lujan.
Hey, good evening, Guam. I'm Jess Lujan. Welcome to this edition of The Buzz. Hey, as advertised, we were supposed to have Benita Manglonia, the director of DOA, but because of the budget situation, they were on standby to, again, give testimony to the legislature, which they didn't actually. But before we go on, the legislature passed Bill 304. They substituted out the governor's bill, basically, which had a bond component in it, actually, and they took that out. So Bill 304 was voted and passed by the legislature down party lines, 8-6, 8 Democrats, with the exception, of course, of Senator Dennis Rodriguez Jr., who was excused being absent, and also, again, 6 with the Republicans. So Bill 304 was substituted out and passed by the Guam legislature, 8-6. Chief Fred Bordallo, thank you very much. You were slated for next week, and thank you very much for adjusting your schedule to come in this week because of the budget situation of the legislature and the administration. Thank you for switching dates with Director Manglonia. Thank you, and good evening.
Thank you for having me here.
Appreciate it. You know, hey, in light of, and timely, because in light of 9/11, the celebration, of course, and it's, you know, it's, in a way, it's a grim celebration, but it's made it's brought the country together, and it's made us think of things that we took for granted to, again, you know, and now every time I go on the airplane, I got to take off my shoes, I get redressed nowadays, right? But in preparation for that, 9/11, let me ask you the simple question. Are we ready for anything that may happen similar to that? Not just the country, but is Guam ready? Law enforcement ready, again, for situations such as 9/11?
Well, I just want to say that I think we've come a long way since the, the situation that happened in New York, what Guam has done in order to be prepared to respond to any acts of terrorism. And the, of course, after the 9/11, the previous administration, Governor Camacho, established a special assistant to Homeland Security, and that was a Homeland Security advisor. And we've seen that Senator Frank Blas Jr. started as a special Homeland Security advisor, and then he's worked together with the Office of Civil Defense and the Guam Police Department. One of many of the local law enforcement agencies has had an opportunity to be involved in training, that involves terrorism awareness, technical operations, in Homeland Security, and getting training, and along with other local law enforcement, and also together with some of the federal law enforcement agencies, and participated in exercises, centering on Homeland Security and possible terrorist type of events. So I think that pretty much a lot of the training has really helped some of the local law enforcement agencies and federal agencies in preparation on how to respond. And now I think we now have to look at some of the other things that the pieces that have to be in play. And one of the biggest things, and because I just said that a month ago, myself and James McDonald, Homeland Security Advisor, just came from Aspen, Colorado, and we got a chance to be with some of the Homeland Security officials from the Bush administration and also from the current Obama administration. And one of the things that are really being emphasized is working on prevention, and that piece is the intelligence piece. And I think James McDonald, who recently took over, and Chuck Adda, who's the administrator for civil defense, are working in collaborating right now and looking at building the intelligence capacity, and that's what the Fusion Center project that's ongoing up there.
So we're a lot more prepared now than we were, say, 10 years ago.
Definitely.
One of the things, can you confirm this rumor that I heard in regards to Preparedness Month or Preparedness Week leading up to 9/11? My understanding is this, and I don't know if you can divulge this information or not, but what I heard actually was yesterday, that the military will be conducting a live fire exercise in the village, actually in the capital village of Hagåtña, come again in this preparedness month. Now, my understanding with that live fire, there are going to be sniper fires, live fires, traffic will be closed off to pedestrians, and vehicles, likewise the waterways and the fishermen. Now, correct, you know, my understanding with this as well is that when the military, prior to the military conducting such live fire, that I think the Coast Guard will have to conduct a public hearing to get the public sentiments on this situation. Is there any truth to this? What I heard?
Well, just, you know, I came on the program because I was preparing to answer questions in regards to the, you know, the situation with GPD and the budget situation that we're at. And right now, I just want to decline commenting on that information that you received.
Well, you answered my question anyway. Okay. Thank you for answering my question anyway with that. Okay. So we'll have the newsroom maybe sort of ask the military folks regarding that. But let's go into the GPD's budget. You know, KUAM News had you guys, actually the government in general, looking into areas that you can cut at least 10%. You came out in the news story basically saying that you're looking at areas to cut 10%, but what you're going to do is that your officers, your higher ranking officers, are looking at cutting themselves before they're even coming down to the rank and file, the guys that are patrolling the streets. But I'll tell you what, before you answer that, okay, and give you time to get your thoughts together on that, because I know I threw that first one at you, right? We're going to take a quick break, then we'll come back with that, okay? Okay. And likewise, you can chime in and talk to myself or the chief at 632-8255 or 632-TALK. We'll be right back.